Alright, so this is going to be a tutorial on how to solve that elusive Rubik's Cube puzzle of yours. Alright, so first, I'm going to do this in several parts. First, I'll be teaching you the notation of each side. And then I'll actually get down into the meat of solving the cube. Alright, so if you have your unsolved Rubik's Cube, you know that each side is supposed to be one color because of its center. Okay? So this is the green side because the center is green. This is the red side, blue side, yellow side, and so forth. Okay. So hold your green side to the front just for the sake of explanation. Okay. This is your right side, the side that is facing to the right. Your left side, up side, front side, down side, and back side. Okay. Now, when I tell you to turn the right side, it's represented by a big R. And you turn the right side clockwise, as if you were facing that side. So, big R would be represented like this. If I tell you to do it right inverted, then it's going to be clockwise, as if you were facing that side. So it'd be this way. So you turn it this way. That would be right inverted. So on and so forth with each side, like up inverted, forward inverted, left inverted, and down inverted. Okay. So now that you know the notation, we're going to actually get down into solving this cube. Okay, so that's all good and scrambled. And the first step of solving your Rubik's Cube is solving the top green cross for the sake of simplicity. Now, normally one would solve the cross that has already almost all the pieces done. In this case, it would be the white cross. But for the sake of teaching, we're just going to make it the green cross. So hold your cube so that the green face is on top. Now, you want to make the cross, but not with just all the edges. You want to also pair up the edges and the centers. Like that. Right here. Now, if you already have it on the top, just turn it in. But if you have two edges like this, then if you turn it in, you'll mess up the other side. So if you already have one side in, just put it in the bottom layer, pair it up with the center like this, and just flip it straight up, and you'll have some parts of the cross done. For parts like these, just flip it up like that, and just, you see this right here, you want to pair it right here. So just put it in the bottom layer, turn it over, and put it up into the cross, and just make sure to put that back. So now that you have your cross, you can continue on to solving the corners. You want to make it so that each side is a T. Now, this step is kind of intuitive, but I can teach an algorithm to make this easier. Alright, so if you have a corner like this, green, white, orange, you want to put it right where it needs to go. So that would be right here. Green, white, orange, green, white, orange. Okay. Now this our algorithm is right inverted, down inverted, right, down. So now you see that half of your T is going to be solved. Okay. Now if you have a corner facing down like this, it's already where it needs to go. Green, white, red. Green, white, red. If you have a corner facing down like this, you can just turn it down, right inverted, but do D2, right, down, and then just do right inverted, right, down. Now that your whole T is solved, you can continue on to solving the rest of the corners. If you have a corner like this, you can just turn it away. It's already where it needs to go, right here. Just turn it, if you have it facing you, turn it to the left, bring down the right side, turn it in, and bring it back up. That will save a lot of time, because other people have methods where you're doing right inverted, down inverted, right down several times, but this will save a lot of time. Now for our last corner. Alright, so now that you have all your corners solved, we can move on to solving these edges. Okay, if you have a case like this, where the corner is in the top layer, don't fret, just put it in the lower layer, and do whatever algorithm you need to do. And I also forgot to mention something, that when I tell you to turn the side, it's big letter, like say D, twice, then you just do D2. It doesn't matter which direction you will go, because you'll always end up in the same place. Okay? Same thing for all the other ones, like R2, U2, and so on and so forth. This will be continued in part 2, so check that out, and hopefully you can make it to the second step. If you can't, just send me any questions or post a video response.